Welcome back to another episode of VURISM. This time we are visiting another corner of the huge continent of Africa. What you see here in the background, this large green patch of tree-like structure that we are currently falling towards in this jumbo jet, is called the Okavango River Delta in Botswana. It's quite far south in the country. I will show you at about the half point in the video how to get here and how to find it. But first, what is it? It's a very rare but very huge inland river delta. Like completely inland. It's not like flowing into the sea. It's not like flowing into any lake or, well, it's not flowing anywhere. It just gets here at the edge of the Kalahari Desert in Botswana, and then it kind of spreads out over this huge area, as you can see. Makes it all green because it allows plants to grow, especially in the rainy season. Gives off a huge biological boost to this area. You really can appreciate it from this far up, but it just disappears. The whole river, an actual huge river over thousands of kilometers, just disappears. It dissipates into the air, evaporates into the air and dissipates into the ground here because of the desert. It's too hot, too dry for the river to flow any further. It gives off all its energy and creates this huge pattern here, which you can actually see from space and on satellite imagery as well. This is, I'm not sure if it is the hugest inland river delta without an actual body of water to flow into. There's another huge one in Turkmenistan that you can also see from space. I'm not sure which one is bigger, but yeah, this one has more color variation than the one in Turkmenistan, so I decided to show off the Okavango Delta. Now, as we plunge towards the surface here, with high above the speed limit of this jet, I turned off the stress damage on airplanes so I can survive this exploration stuff. You can see that from the ground level, even from this flying level near the ground, you cannot really appreciate what this whole structure is and what significance it has. It just looks like some green patches of swampland in a desert, but you really only see the whole thing once you see it from above. Now, here I decided very wrongly to try and land this huge jumbo jet on a small little airstrip, which not goes so well. I aborted midstream, but after that I will pick you up and show you how to get. So let's see how to find this place. You have to look in the south of Africa, pick a big plane. I picked the 747 because the higher you can get, the better it looks. And here you can even see it on the actual image right in the game. This is the Okavango Delta. I picked the Omega airport nearby because it is just barely long enough. As you can see, the jumbo just barely fits on it as well. And once you take off from here, which you really have to be aware about, because the runway is barely long enough. I put the flaps down to maximum. I raised the engines up to their maximum RPM before releasing the brakes and actually started to move. The jumbo needs quite a bit to move, and you only barely get it up into the air at the end of the runway without hitting any trees. Anyway, once it's up, start climbing as high as you can get, as fast as you can get, and turn slightly to the south, basically. Once you get a little high, you will start to see the Okavango River and how it starts to spread out, and you can visually follow the river as it spreads out further and further, creating this huge tree structure, and then before you know it, you're above the Okavango Delta itself. Yeah. Again, I accelerated the approach because it takes some time. You might know that you can also drop right onto places if you just click on anywhere in the map. And then you can drop your plane from anywhere if you don't like these approach things, but I like to pick an airport nearby and fly to the actual area so that you have this sense of approaching and exploring a new thing instead of just picking a spot on a map. Yeah, I will leave you with the rest of the visuals to appreciate, and I will see you next time with another VURISM video. Wish you a beautiful day. I've been Skyrex. Cheers.